Hey boys and girls, this is continuing with more waves. This will finish up the rest of your guided notes for section 5.3. On your paper, you'll see that when waves crash on a beach head on, the water they move through flows back to the ocean underneath new incoming waves. This movement of water, which carries sand, rock particles, and plankton away from the shore, is called an undertow. If you've ever been to the beach, you've always heard your parents warn you about the undertow or even something called the rip current, because this is what moves things back out away from the shore. A longshore current occurs when waves hit the shore at an angle, causing the water to move along the shore. And if you think to times when you've been to the beach and you've been out in the water, you'll notice after a while how you've moved down from where you came into the ocean. Usually when I'm at the ocean, we go in line with where our chairs are, and by the time we get out, I'll notice that the water has moved us down. So this is kind of like what these longshore currents do. They hit at an angle, and the longshore currents then transport most of the sediment in beach environments. So besides sediment, sometimes it moves people and belongings also. Next, we have the two main types of open ocean waves. These are whitecaps and swells. Now, whitecaps are white, foamy waves with a very steep crest, and these break out in the open ocean. They have very steep crest. These occur usually in stormy weather, and they are short-lived. Swells, on the other hand, are just rolling waves that move steadily across the ocean. They have much longer wavelengths than whitecaps do, and they can travel thousands of miles. So if you had to choose one of these, if you wanted something that would kind of rock you to sleep gently, then you would want the swells. If you want something that causes you to be seasick, then you would go with the whitecaps. Next, we have tsunami and storm surge. I know everybody's heard of tsunami. Tsunami is a wave that forms when a large volume of ocean water is suddenly moved up and down. Now, a tsunami can occur because of a volcanic eruption, an earthquake, a landslide, even if a meteor hits the earth. Okay? So those would be some of the causes, some of the things that would cause a tsunami. And in the last 5 to 10 years, we've had several occurrences where tsunamis have come in and caused a lot of destruction. Storm surge is the local rise in sea level near shore caused by strong winds from a storm like a hurricane. The storm surge is oftentimes can be one of the most destructive parts to a hurricane. And some examples of this was Hurricane Katrina and Sandy. When Katrina hit New Orleans, the storm surge, the water that came in after the hurricane, caused massive flooding. And of course, because New Orleans is below sea level, it caused all kinds of problems. With Sandy, when it hit the northeastern part, New York, New Jersey, the storm surge brought in so much water that areas pretty far inland were flooded because of the storm surge. All right, this wraps up our section 5.3. If you're one of my students, your guided notes are due this Friday, which will be November 20th. And I'm not sure when Mr. Graham wants his or if he wants it at all, but hope this helps. If you have questions, please be sure to ask in class. Thanks.